Hello, Body Slam podcast fans out there. And you are tuning in to Thursday Night Slam. And I'm one of your analysts. You right?
Yes.
I said it right. Analyst.
Analyst.
I'm Chio Frost. And the man sitting next to me is
Tony Reyes. T. Reyes.
And the man on the other side of the world that you can see to my, was that my left, right? I don't know. But he is the better Bernard, the Saint Bernard. It's Mikey.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's going on, fellas?
Going on,
What's
Mikey?
going
Well,
Oh, we got a chat already, fellas.
yes, we have Papa Reaper in the house. We don't know where your boy Dennis is. He's somewhere around, but I'm sure he'll jump on in here eventually. But tonight we had a very special guest for everybody tonight, and that was going to be none other than Northeast Indie vet Joey Greco. And we'd like to thank the man who made it possible for us to have him on the show, our fearless leader at Devereaux Sports, the Gobbler, Pat. That's right. Oh, wait. I think we got him now. Let me double check here. And add the stream. Hello.
Hey, I see your name's there.
Hey, we see you.
Hey, there we go.
All right.
How's it going?
Anybody hear me?
Yeah.
We hear you.
Yep.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
Oh, he can't. We hear you.
Hello.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can hear you.
Can you hear us?
No, I don't think. No, I don't know.
Hello.
We
Hello?
just can't hear him. I don't know. Hello. But anyway, folks, he's gonna try to fix this. Hopefully, I don't know how, because he obviously can't hear anything we're saying. T.
What up?
Wait, hold up. Here you go, Pat.
You hear
There
me?
go.
Hello.
Pat says, Joey.
We can hear you. Can you
Hello?
hear us? Can you hear us?
Yeah, Pat.
Okay.
Pat, just text him.
I
that
can't see you guys now. I just see myself.
It's bad connection. Hold up. Let me type this in here so he can probably. And chat. There we go. Bad connection. Yeah. We can't really chat with him.
Can you guys still hear me?
If we can't communicate back and forth.
Anybody there?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
And he can't
hear us?
he can't see us.
I could see you guys before.
Now he can't see. He can, but he can't. So we have to kick him out the room again. We're gonna. I hate to do that, but let me just remove him from here. I have to text him, but you know what? I'm gonna plug all of our Devereaux Sports family out there. Starting with the Sullivan Squad on Mondays at 6 p.m. The Old School Show at 6:30 p.m. on Tuesdays. on Wednesday. The Combat Misfits at 6 p.m. Thursday Night Slam. That's us here, 9:05. But starting November 4th, we will be going bi-weekly. That's right, bi-weekly. Saturdays, the Scrapple Boys are currently on hiatus. They will be back. I'm not sure when, but eventually we will get them back. Sundays, the Gobbler Inc. at 9 a.m. The Combat Misfits, once again, they'll be in the house at 10 a.m. And starting November 7th, we're going to be on every Sunday for Breakfast and Body Slams at 11 a.m. And please do not forget about our pop-up pipe bomb show that we have that can happen anytime, anywhere, with anyone. But before I forget, let's give a shout out to our affiliates that's out there. Everyone at the Tornado Tag Podcast, Anthony, Andy, and Brian. The gentlemen at the 2300 Wrestling Podcast, the 2 days, Dave Keener and DB Richards. All the way from Puerto Rico. Mikey, you got this, right?
The Conversación de Lucha Libre, right?
Close. You're
I got-
Conversación
I was practicing it too today.
Conversación de Lucha Libre with Daniel Mercado and Emmanuel Barrios. And let's not forget about the newest pro wrestling podcast affiliate, the guys at Backstabbers. That's right. As of right now, since we're having technical difficulties, like I said, with Joey Greco, here, see this, that, whatever. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to get in contact with him and see what's up. I'm gonna let T and Mikey start kicking this thing off with the Crown Jewel pay-per-view that happened in Saudi Arabia. So T, Mikey, take it away, gentlemen.
Well, it was big
All
afternoon
right.
today. Big afternoon today. Today, earlier at 12 p.m. Eastern time, we had Crown Jewel showing out here. It was a pretty decent pay-per-view all in all. I enjoyed it. The show kicked off with probably my favorite match personally was the Hell in a Cell Rollins and Edge match. Mikey, what you think?
Yeah. My God. As soon as they start pulling out the weapons, some of it's kind of predictable with somebody sets up a chair or a ladder in a corner. I guess that's the guy going through it, but it was still fun to watch.
I was wondering what they're going to do with the tool bag. I'm like, what do you need the tool bag for?
Then I caught on when as soon as he picked up that Edge or Rollins picked up the chain, and then eventually Edge gets a hold of it, and I was like, oh, he's going to choke him with it. He's going to try and choke him with it.
Yeah, like I told you guys, this was like the rubber match, and you guys like, did they wrestle? Yes, like I'm not crazy. I know they wrestled, and it was at the Garden show, so that's why I picked Edge, and lo and behold, he went over. But it was a great match, and then we had history that we had the two Muslim workers with Mansoor and Mustafa Ali.
Ali.
They had a terrific match, and it was inspiration for the kids out there, that you can see one of their own succeed and be out there, and to have two of them showcase on one of the grandest spectacles to them, it was pretty cool.
I like that match too. I like that. They definitely put on a hell of a show. And how about at the end though? Like after, of course, Ali pulling the typical heel move of, being the sore loser, beating up Mansoor, and then getting a surprise. Now I can't remember how you say the guy's name. That's
I'm not sure what his name was either. Honestly, I didn't do my homework, but I do know that he's a silver medalist from this year's Olympic Games that they had.
They said he was a kickboxer and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Martial arts.
The reason he ain't win gold was he KO'd the guy and I'm not sure if you're supposed to do that, but yeah, my man had some deadly feats. If you saw, he was
Oh
quick
yeah,
with it.
yes he did.
Um, then we had the girls, the Queens match, and we saw Selena Vega and Dewdrop. They were going for the crowns. I picked Dewdrop. I was wrong, and I was wrong
I picked
before.
Dewdrop as well.
I was wrong before even the match started because as soon as I saw Zelina, I'm like, okay, she's waving her hand. I'm like, oh damn, I picked the wrong pick. And it's sad because I love Zelina. I think she's awesome. I've been a fan of Tia's for a long time. But it's just the way that they was working the story. They caught me off guard.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, within like 2 minutes into that match, I'm like, okay, Dewdrop's not winning. I just saw it.
Yeah, you kind of saw that, although some of them you just from uh, this is from years of experience watching it for a long time. Some matches you just know as soon as they start what the outcome's going to be, just right from the start. And that was one of those matches. It's just a shame because I mean, Dewdrop's going to get pushed more. That's obvious. Like, look, I mean, look how far she's gotten already.
Yeah, but it was that way because you had her winning. Some most likely you was gonna have a good guy win the king, and that's exactly what happened with Xavier Woods and Finn. We had Xavier accomplishing his childhood dream of becoming king of the ring,
and you figure Xavier is so over, by the way, especially when he goes to the Comic Cons and stuff like that. It was like an almost must thing. It was a thing that one of his top goals.
Yeah. It was like one of them things like you pick out. Like me, my top goal was winning the Royal Rumble headline WrestleMania. That was my end all be all. But I guess his was King of the Ring, and that's a good one because not that many men are King of the Ring, believe it or not. Even though there's
it's pretty rare actually.
Chunk, but not that many held that crown.
No, they didn't.
So congrats to Xavier Woods. I was happy for him, and then he was emotional. His whole crew was emotional. So it was pretty good to have him accomplish that. Moving forward, we have well, who was it?
I got them numbered. They're right there. It's in front of you, bro.
I don't have my glasses. I'm sorry. Bobby Lashley and Goldberg.
Oh man.
See, this is the hard part for me. T, I know you sat home and watched it. Mikey, I don't know. Did you sit home and watch it?
No, he was working.
I was at work, but that's one of those matches. Me and a buddy of mine kind of snuck and watched.
Yeah, like I had my tablet sitting right in front of me, but I was working, so I had to help out the consumers coming in. So trying to watch it, but I had my earpiece in, so I got to hear what was going on. So but you were telling me that Lashley carried the hell out of Goldberg in this match.
Yeah, he did. Like
yes, he did.
You always have that one dance partner in the wrestling business, and Bobby Lashley's Goldberg, because for some reason Lashley brings out the best of Goldberg, and I have to just sit there and swallow in my own pride. Like, damn, this was halfway entertaining. What the hell? And
he gave Goldberg a nice spear too, man. He chopped Goldberg in half with that one.
Every match they had, it just caught me off guard. I'm like, God damn it, I want to hate this match so bad, and I can't.
No, it's true.
well, that's the thing. When you put someone as a type of Goldberg in there with someone who can work, honestly, and even though Lashley is a big motherfucker just as well, but he can work though. He can go. And then Goldberg, all we known him for many years is just the whole power, just straight, basically just straight run right through you and call it a day. That's it. Bottom line.
But it was a decent match. I think Bobby got lacerated on his forearm or something like that. On one of the spears, I think. But all in all, that high spot spear to the tables, that was pretty epic. It was a different type of Goldberg match because he did the jackhammer and then he continued to beat down.
Now, what like I said, with a little bit that I caught back and forth between working, I was hoping to see or hear something about his son getting involved, but we didn't get to see that at all. At all, not at all.
I don't think they want his son traveling that.
I kept watching like the crowd's reaction to see if they were going to turn their head, and nope, no, they didn't. I'm like, I'm
getting word that Dennis Reaper might be trying to chime in on with us. He's on location. I don't want to say location. He's en route. I know that. So he is mobile right now. So we're gonna try to get our other compadre in the room here and see if that works out. If he doesn't got his radio turned up loud, let's see if this works here. Dennis,
what's up, guys?
What's up, brother? We're just going. We're going over Crown Jewel right now. We're having technical difficulties with Joey Greco because it's either a couple things. Either we can't see him, can't hear him, and then when we can see him and hear him, he can't see us or hear us then. So I'm trying. Wait, well, I think he gets it from Pat. I'm gonna put the blame on Pat. So Joey, if you're hearing us out there, if you're watching and hearing us, I'm just gonna blame Pat because he is technically
challenged.
Yes, that's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna say dysfunctional, but I'll go with challenge.
That too.
I'm way past technically challenged. Okay. I'm literally notes on how to get onto the podcast through his phone, and he still can't figure it out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Now,
so what did I miss about the Crown Jewel conversation?
So we ran through Edge and Seth Rollins, which personally to me was the match of the night. It was an awesome match
between these two. I
love that match.
These two are speed racing through the results.
Well, look. So I will probably have to get muted, or take my earpiece out because the only matches I did not get to see yet is the Big E versus McIntyre, the women's title match, and the main event.
I was about to spoil all that for you.
Oh yeah.
I don't care if you do. I want to know what happened, and I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But
you can mute us.
Well, yeah, I could mute y'all. But
we'll say
I really don't even care. I just want to know. But the freaking llama or whatever, the freaking camel was the greatest thing of the entire show. Okay, just gonna say that out loud.
That was
the greatest thing in the entire show.
That was definitely funny. Like I told you, Randy's expressions were priceless. That was great.
Yeah, he's standing up there, and like AJ and them in the ring was like, he don't have a partner, ha 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 ha. And here he comes out on a camel, and they're like, what?
Yeah.
It's wild. Yeah, we discussed Mansoor and Ali's match and how cool and important it was for the children down there. You know, seeing two people, a Muslim entity and culture and religion.
Yes.
You know,
look,
showcasing
that was very special. Very, very special that they did that. Like, it was great that Ali did what he did, but it was even cooler to have the silver medalist from their country come out, you know, and do something. It's those are the moments and the things that I love about the WWE when they do that stuff.
Yeah.
They make it more about the people than their fans, than themselves.
Yeah. We discussed Zelina.
They need to do that more often.
And Dewdrop. I was caught off guard with Zelina winning.
I love the finish.
So did I. And I like the
I
way
love the finish because
they teased it toward the beginning and it didn't go well. And then
yeah,
she hit it towards the end, and I'm like, oh, okay. And that was one of like I told Mikey, I'm like, when Zelina came out and like even midway through the match, I'm like, damn it, this is not gonna go the way I thought it was gonna go. But
to be honest, like I had Vega winning because I thought Shannon Blazer was going to come out and cost the match.
no, it was clean, brother.
I know it was clean.
Yeah.
That was what threw me a curveball. I was like, I didn't expect it to be a clean finish.
Neither did I. That I guess that's what caught all of us. And it's like
Yeah, that's
midway through
another one that there was no surprises that we didn't even think about that.
like midway
aside
through
from-
the match. I was like, okay, Zelina's probably taking it now. You know, like the things that I could see going on. I'm like, wow, okay. And I'm like I told Mikey, I'm happy for Tia because I think she's awesome. So it was pretty
absolutely.
cool.
Yeah, that was a great. No,
I love it
like
when
the
she does
winners
cosplay stuff.
of the King of the Ring and the Queen of the Ring. I loved it all.
Yeah, Xavier Woods getting his due. That was pretty dope.
I got choked up a little bit. I won't lie when I saw it happen. Like I was building a closet in a freaking $70,000 unit that we have, and like my boss is letting me watch wrestling through my phone a little bit while I'm building closets. Why it took me a little longer today. And I mean, dude, when I saw it happen, I'm like, I saw him go up, and I'm like, please, for the love of God, let this be it. Let this be the fucking finish. Let this be the finish. And then he hits it. I'm like, please don't kick out. Please don't kick out. And they let it be that. Dude, when I say chills, goosebumps, emotion, like, did I want Finn Balor, or would I rather have been Ricochet versus Xavier Woods? Yes. But I get why they had him versus Finn Balor is because of the fact that they're, Finn can make the match the way they needed it to be instead of Ricochet.
That and Finn brings a big time name to the finals match.
Yes, he does.
Finn
if this was in the UK, 100%, nothing against Xavier Woods, it would have been Finn Balor versus Ricochet.
Probably.
We discussed the Goldberg and Lashley and how that match surprised us.
Well,
I was blown away on how good it was.
Yeah, me too. I want to hate on it so much, and it didn't happen.
Of course you did.
I think
Obviously.
Look, after every match Goldberg has had, we were all expecting we all had our expectations so low. We were expecting it to be so bad, and it was so good.
It's not. It's like Lashley is Goldberg, Shawn Michaels. I swear.
Yeah,
it's true. It's true.
I'm
surprised he got Lashley up for the jackhammer. I was surprised.
I was scared for a hot second too.
Lashley, Goldberg's strong as shit. First off.
All right, I was getting a message from Pat here on my sidearm here, but I guess we were going to try to give Greco another chance to jump in the room again, but I seen him on the screen, but then he popped out. Wait, now he's on, off, on. I don't know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to bring him in one more time. Just one more time. We're going to see if this works. And he is buffering again. So, Pat, your ID is not working. Sorry, there is a buffering problem issue. Like I said, sometimes when he can probably hear us and see us, but then the other time when he was on, he couldn't hear us and he couldn't see us then. So we can't really do anything like this. I'm sorry, folks. I want to apologize. Like I said, it's technical difficulties. It's probably a bad internet connection or something like that because it is buffering. As you can see on the screen, it's circling. So So Pat, if you can hear us, you can apologize to Joe. You can get in contact with Joey. Apologize. It is what it is. We can't fix anything from our end. It's everything. It's on his end of what's going on. So
Yeah.
but where we at? Where we leave off here?
We about to spoil it for Dennis. Big E and Drew McIntyre.
So if you want to mute us now.
No, I need to know. I need to know how I did. Because so far I think I had
Drew McIntyre won that match.
No,
he pinned him hands down.
Jesus.
1, 2, 3, walked out with the title. Why you gotta ruin it? I'm trying to ruin his day.
It was big meaty men slapping meat type of match, and Big E.
Whoa! This is supposed to be a PG show, there, T.
Hey, that's how Big E calls it. The big matches, big meaty men slapping meat. And they both delivered. It was basically a smash mouth match. Ups and downs, false finishes. It was pretty decent, and Big E went over. Big E won.
Nice little.
We knew that. We all knew that was happening. Though
it's a nice little push for him because that's someone. If you think about he faced Bobby Lashley. His biggest test really was Drew McIntyre. Can Big E go up against these bigger guys that have been in this spotlight and have done bigger things than Big E? No offense. And if that's the case,
that's true.
I haven't seen anybody say bad things about the match yet. I've been seeing nothing but positive things. Not a lot of people were spoiling stuff. All I've been seeing is, man, the Big E and Drew McIntyre match was great. So I'm already expecting to be enjoyed. So I'm gonna say this way.
McIntyre showed him respect.
Everything on this pay-per-view so far didn't let me down. I was actually thoroughly enjoying the entire Crown Jewel event.
I enjoyed it, and I'm always like iffy on certain things, and it's pretty.
We you just like to bury WWE half the time on how bad it is.
All right, gentlemen, I just got word from our I'm not gonna say fearless, our very fearful leader, Patrick Beanard, that it looks like he's gonna try to schedule something with Greco to do a Facebook Live show with him himself personally, and he's just gonna tag us in it. So the Gobbler, Pat Bernard, will do a Facebook Live with Joey Greco. You heard it here, folks.
Yep.
All right. So hopefully everything's worked out by then. By the time they get to do that little sit-down meet and greet type thing, Pat's gonna get to meet and talk to his childhood hero, his trainer. If y'all know, Pat used to watch him when he was a little kid. Mikey told us the story of Pat growing up in an orphanage, and he's not the real brother. He just followed him and Chucky home. They had fun playing with him when they tied a piece of meat around his neck so the dog can play with him. Pat was so ugly as a child. Mama Bernard had to feed him from across the room with a slingshot.
I'm trying to figure out. You said,
are you sure it was a slingshot and not like
a rocket launcher?
No, you guys just gave me
like Hot Wheel cars and the tracks.
You guys just gave me crap for saying big meaty men slapping meat, and this man's and this man's nickname is the Gobbler.
the Knob Gobbler. He's the Knob Gobbler.
Oh man!
See, every time this man always posts that he's eating like food and they're always hoagies.
I know.
Like,
what about when he said, okay, he's on vacation, right?
And then he posts a place that he's eating food at Rip Rogers. Like, bro, eats?
Well, Dennis, he's on vacation, and He literally said like his room is like right next to where the buffet's at, and all the smells just keep coming up. I'm like, he's a fat ass. I swear to God. I swear to God, Pat. You're killing
it's really gonna go with the gobbler name when
Pat,
Wawa comes out with the gobbler
everybody.
sandwich.
You're killing everybody on the Devereaux team.
But yeah, so all right, yep, Pat. Sorry, you fat son of a bitch. Like I'm fat too. I like food, but my God.
Yeah, but God,
not my love for you, but my God.
He just
everywhere.
Gobbles.
This is what I'm doing today, guys. I'm eating food. Here's what I'm doing today, guys. Food.
All right, we're getting off track here, gentlemen. Let's get back to the Crown Jewel pay-per-view.
All right. Up next, we got the Women's Championship match with Becky, Big Time Bex, versus Bianca Belair, the EST, and the Boss, Sasha Banks. To me, that was my second favorite match.
You know, I hate the women matches only for one reason. They got to keep them clothed all the way instead of showing their gimmicks off, their outfits.
It's you can't get mad at their culture. Man.
I know. It just irks me though. I was thinking in my head, if one of the women will shoot on Saudi Arabia by during the match, start taking the shirt off and stuff like that, and revealing their own outfit.
You really trying to have people go to jail and shit, right?
The screen would have went black for everybody. Like, go to commercial. We ain't got commercial. We're live. Go to commercial anyway. Damn it.
Let me learn you something real quick. The laws in here and the laws over there are way different, buddy.
One of them ain't coming back.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, that would be good. That would not be good.
But yeah, that match to me was my second favorite match of the night. Them girls had different spots, like spots after spots, and then false finishes. I'm like, where is this going? Like, yeah, had a ha spot with
it got to a point where I was like, okay, the title is not changing hands. I don't know. I just got that sense.
At one point, I thought she was gonna pick them both up, but then Becky slid down. Sasha hit the backstabber on Belair. Then I'm like, nope, it ain't happening this time. No. And then you seen the one where Becky started pulling Belair by the hair in the corner, and Sasha came running, jumped off of Belair's back just to deliver a kick to Becky.
Yeah, and then it flipped back to a backstabber after that when they got back in the ring. Like the match.
Yeah, well, hey, how about the double disarmer and then freaking Bianca picking both women up? Like, I was like, damn.
That
chick is strong.
When they were outside the ring and Becky came flying off the table with the high cross body.
No, I'm going to the one arm military press that Bianca did with Sasha.
Yeah,
that was pretty dope. Like the whole match, it had different spots and everything. Who won?
Lita
okay,
won.
So
the man came around.
The man, I was gonna say, yeah, the man pulled a very clever. I really liked it. A clever heel finish. It was a good pin. She grabbed the bottom rope while the ref wasn't looking, and kind of got like a roll up kind of pin with holding the rope down, and the ref didn't see it at all.
All right, so far I had the AJ match wrong, and I had that match wrong. Oh, and Edge and Rollins. So I lost three.
You're going off your score, your checklist.
Yeah, those are the only three as of right now that I have wrong.
Yeah. And before everything kicked off, the Usos had a match with the Hurt Business, but it was a pre-show match. The Usos, to me, was going to go over, especially with Cedric doing the honors this past Monday or Friday, I think it was, whatever. So we saw the Usos winning. And then it came down to the main event. More big, meaty men slapping meat. And it was Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. And how did Brock Lesnar have a better tan than Roman Reigns? I have no idea. But it happened.
We lost. I don't know where Dennis left. Well, it looks like it's just us three again. Oh, he's back
Yeah.
again. I see him. He's doing something. I'll wait till he's ready, till he's sitting down, and I'll bring him in the room. But yeah, Reigns and Lesnar. I thought there was going to be a lot more controversy.
Yeah, especially with Paul Heyman.
Then what little bit at the end. Exactly what you just said with Paul Heyman. I thought it was going to be more like at least halfway to a third of the way through. I thought it was going to get more controversial with Heyman and Bob. Exactly.
You thought you was going to get the old school I trip him, but it wasn't him. It was meant for the other guy.
Yeah, that kind of shit. I thought they were going to go that route and get into that type of shit going on.
Yeah, my bad, guys. I meant to close out the chat because I saw Pat commented on it, and then when I closed out of it, it kicked me out.
Blame
Thanks, Pat. You got me kicked off freaking because I called you fat, you ignorant son of a bitch.
There you go, Dennis. You got a comment from Pat. Dennis is thinking about Brock's tan body.
What an asshole.
If anything, probably thinking about pulling that ponytail he has.
Whoa. Only my
That's probably what Pat's thinking about.
Well, we already know that his wife wears the pants in that relationship, and he admits to
it.
She's up there on vacation right now, laying a smackdown on him. Like, put that chicken leg down. What the hell are you doing? You ate too much.
When you get put through a table, put it down.
No.
Pat, how are you gonna fit in that French maid outfit?
I think the reason he eats all this food is because she wants him to eat, because she knows that, if he gets fat, no one's going to be attracted to him, so she don't got to worry about him leaving.
Yeah, that's the last one.
Yeah. So, what's your thoughts on that match between Roman and Brock? Dennis.
I didn't get to watch it
that's
yet.
right. Oh, that's right. It was a dark match for Dennis.
He's waiting on who won from us.
Yes, I am.
Should we lie to him or tell him the truth?
Okay, so there was a little bit of a.
I'm gonna say. Let me go with this real quick. I believe that there had to be some kind of something happen because Heyman said, "Here's a better angle."
All right. What happened was
Twitter. So,
yes, there was something that did happen that's sneaky. That's everybody's like, okay.
It was, I believe, if I can remember correct, the F5. Roman kicked out. Everybody's up in atoms. They're laying there. There's a big gap in between. Paul Heyman slides the belt in between them, says, "You figure it out," or something.
He says, "You know what to do."
Yeah, you know what.
Yeah,
to
and
do.
that was pretty cool when he did that. Because it's not like if he went to one side and the other, it would be like, okay, he's gonna, or he could have. Or they could have waited where he almost gonna slide it to Roman, and somehow he does it too hard and it bypasses him and goes to Brock. Like oops, my bad. That kind of shit.
So then they have a tug of war with the belt. Brock wins the tug of war. He's about to clock Roman. Jimmy and Jay come in. Super kick party. Ooh ah! Spear. One.
He used the belt.
1, 2, 3.
He used the belt, didn't he?
Yeah, that's right. He used the belt to take him out.
But I thought the match was a normal match.
Well, the world title match normally has no restrictions.
Charles Robinson got knocked out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the gimmick. That was the gimmick.
Knocked out. Okay, now makes sense.
And then they had the other ref come out for the count.
Yeah.
Okay, so Roman won.
Yes.
Roman won. Yes.
Okay, so I only got 3 wrong out of the entire.
You're booking at 70%.
Now, what you do is you redo your list. You redo your list for all the winners, and go home and bet against Nina of who wins.
Nina had a better pick than I did.
Yeah.
No, because she didn't pick.
No.
Picture.
So technically, no. I know that she didn't pick for 2 matches. She didn't pick for Edge and Rollins, and she didn't pick for the women's match. So I'm not going to tell her what happened because she didn't watch either. She's been at work all day and night. So I'm
She's
gonna
probably
have
checking
to figure-
Twitter.
She's gonna have to like. No, she won't. I told her she's not allowed to do it. She has to have a pick when she gets done work, and then I will tell her the results.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen,
So
we
technically,
just
she has. Technically, I think she got 3 wrong then at the same thing.
all right.
If you
Well,
go that route.
well, folks, if you're listening, we just breezed through the crown jewel results here. If you're just tuning in now and you didn't see crown jewel yet, do not hit the replay button yet on this. You'll be disappointed if some of your favorites didn't go over. So go watch the crown jewel, then come
Exactly.
back and you can listen to what we talked about here. But we got plenty of time right now, so we're gonna segue into another event. Not quite a pay-per-view, but I guess some people want to list it as a pay-per-view, I guess. And that's coming up next Tuesday for NXT Halloween Havoc.
Spin the wheel, make the deal.
And I wrote it down with my chicken scratch in front of T. So hopefully he can read it without his glasses. Do you need my glasses?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Okay.
Right now, I'm looking at 6 matches. We have Carmelo Hayes versus Johnny Gargano, with Hayes being the champion. I see Hayes retaining.
I
Hey,
can
I'm
actually
going the same thing.
I can actually see that.
Yeah.
Like even though if you watched NXT this past week, I sped through it myself. It was funny because I was watching the promo they were doing in the middle of the ring, Hayes, and out comes Gargano, and they're going back and forth with the words, and it was just funny to hear Johnny mention Loomis as being his son-in-law behind him. and then he just went to town. So apparently Dexter Loomis is going to be in Johnny's corner at Halloween Havoc. So
But it's
yeah,
probably not going to help.
apparently we went with Carmelo Hayes. Mikey, what is your pick? It will be
I agree with you guys. Yeah, it's nah.
why?
I think
why do you agree? Please enlighten us. Why do you agree with us?
I'm the one that wrote the script to begin with. No. It's one of those TV things that it's just. I think they're going to save that for something bigger. That's the feeling I get. It just looks like something that it's Halloween Havoc's a small event. It's not. I mean, yeah, it's got a lot of gimmicks. It's more for
Halloween
gimmicks and
Havoc.
everything.
Halloween Havoc is technically now, since they're not like, even though they do the takeovers, but technically this is considered a pay-per-view, but for them on like back in the day, we had Clash of the Champions.
That's exactly
Clash
what
of
I
the
was gonna say,
Champions was
Clash of
on
the
TV all the
Champions.
time, and for us, that was a free pay-per-view.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what Halloween Havoc. It's any big event like that they're doing on TV. It's like a free pay-per-view you're getting.
Mhm.
So going forward, what I'm seeing is I don't know if I don't know if Dennis probably agrees with me on this, but I'm gonna have to disagree with what you're saying. But I'm going with the fact that Gargano, he's been around for a while. He really don't have to prove anything. So now it's the newer guys that has to get pushed. Like Gargano already made his mark of how many years that he's been there already.
Yeah.
So you gotta look at it.
The
like
only
that.
thing that I question is because I agree with you what you're saying that it's the newer guys, but also at the same time, it's not Triple H and Shawn in charge anymore. So is Vince going to do like what he would do with the main roster, where you think that the young guys should win and retain, but then the opposite happens.
See, but you gotta
It's
look at
the other
this,
thing that
though.
I think it.
But you gotta look at this though, with Gargano having his time in there, it's gonna be in due time before he gets called up. Eventually.
Look, Unfortunately, I don't think Gargano's going to get called up. I think we're going to have the same thing that happened with Adam Cole happen to him and Ciampa. They're going to get to that contract date. They're not going to get it renewed since Vince is now in charge of the NXT, and they're going to get their pink slip. And Vince is going to regret that decision. But at the same time, I don't think he will, because if you look at all of it, Gargano has been around the industry for what, 15 years?
And he can go anywhere.
He could go anywhere. But I think if anything, he's going to help these younger kids. Austin Theory, who I think is going to be the breakout star in the next year.
Oh, yes, most definitely. I agree there.
Like, there's no ifs, buts about it that dude has every ounce of a professional wrestler, entertainer, character, everything. He has everything. But he's with Gargano because Gargano has everything. He has everything that Vince needs. So it's more hey Johnny, we want you to work Hay, and we want you to help push him to his limits and see what he's made of in the matches that you're used to being able to create with Ciampa. We need you to recreate all those matches with these other kids. And he will. And he'll do it. To the point to where they go, hey, we want to take you off the TV, and we want you to help train these kids to be you.
Exactly. But yeah, so we all had the same pick. We're going with Carmelo Hayes to retain the North American Championship.
Yep.
All right, T, up next.
Next, we have The Problem making his debut as Solo Sikoa against probably some unknown jobber.
Yeah, as of right now, it's unknown who he's going to face. For you don't know who Solo is, he's actually, if you watch him on the indies or on YouTube and stuff, you can find him as Sefa Fatu. He is the younger brother of the Usos.
Oh, that's the Usos.
But he's also bigger than them, though, too. So
he's a big dude.
Yeah. So and the thing is, he looks just like him too. But now, when you see the clips, the video package, they got him looking like a Street Fighter MMA type of guy with blonde hair. Now, it looks like. So I'm a little bit leery. I think what they want to do is get him away from his brothers with the look and the name and all that stuff, so people don't put two and two together. Hey, this is their younger brother, whatever. What I think after a while in NXT, when they're ready to bring them up to the main roster, they might flip them back to as, hey, this is their brother, and have him, start sporting the look again, maybe eventually.
Yeah, it also makes you wonder too, because
unless he starts blowing up. If he starts blowing up with this character, this gimmick that they got him doing, who knows?
That's true.
And what were you gonna say there, Mike?
Because I was gonna say the other thing is, there is people who and I'm sure there's a lot of fans out there that just like do their research and find out that, oh, this is Uso's brother. So why go with this gimmick? Why not go with being like his brothers?
Well, you know what's funny though, when you say about the research and stuff, is before they start advertising him as Solo, he was already advertised on WWE.com when they were advertising the newer guys who got signed to the Performance Center, and they advertised who he was. The son of Rikishi, the brothers of the Usos. So if anyone who keeps up on it and actually reads up on WWE.com and stuff like that, they're gonna already know that fact.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, we have MSK versus Imperium.
Dude, that's gonna be a great match.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna play favoritism here. I'm going with Imperium. Even though MSK is young, they're talented and stuff like that, I personally like Imperium. I don't care.
I'm going with MSK because that is basically they fit the mold of 2.0. So MSK to retain and somewhat of a heel turn because they're getting booed for no reason when they're the faces.
It's because they're good.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's tough because there's been baby faces that get booed and they still remain baby face. So it's tough to say if they're going to turn or not. I can see them retaining the titles.
No, I think it's the fixed audience because I know that damn audience is halfway fixed. So
I would not be surprised, like going off what you said about them turning heel.
Yeah.
But putting a manager with them, I'm thinking in recent times with their gear and stuff, if you notice, they paid tribute to X-Pac. I would not be surprised if X-Pac comes out from behind the scenes of being the agent backstage in NXT because that's what he's doing nowadays. I would not be surprised if he would come out and manage MSK and be their mouthpiece.
True. I don't know.
They don't need it.
I think that would be hot though, honestly.
Like I'm gonna say it this way. I do think MSK is gonna lose. I think they're dropping the straps.
I would say,
and there's a reason why.
Because probably Vince wants to bring them up.
I'll say it this way: if MSK wins, then Imperium is going up.
Now, what's the status on Walter? Do we know? Is he still with UK?
Yeah,
or...
no, they're all with the UK show. It's just they're all stuck over in the UK again.
So I haven't looked recently. So they're still running the UK shows at all? Yeah, they are.
No,
they're not.
Not that I'm look. Every time I look up to see what's going on with the WWE's UK, apparently they're not running anything right now.
Okay.
All the guys are working for Trent Seven's company out in the UK. All of the WWE UK guys are all working for Trent Seven now, just to have something to do.
All right.
I'm gonna say this way: if the WWE drops the ball in the UK and they lose the UK wrestlers, they're screwed.
I think if they are gonna bring Imperium up, they're gonna obviously
Walter.
They'll be out Walter and
Dragon Hall.
Well, who knows? Maybe they'll put him with them because they got rid of Desmond Wolf. And I like Wolf. Honestly, I liked Wolf. So, and we are tick, 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 tick. He's making a turn. He's making a turn.
I'm making a right turn. This is a NASCAR. I'm making a right turn.
Hey, look, he's making a left turn.
A turn.
No, I'm going with I'm going to go with Imperium winning. I don't know why I'm having them win. I just have a feeling that she's actually going to pull up, is going to actually win the match on Tuesday.
I don't know. Like, it's just there's no reason for that W. I don't see it.
So does that mean you're going with MSK?
Yeah, I said that was.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Okay, Mikey, we got 2-1.
Yeah, that's who I said. MSK is gonna.
All right,
so we're 2-2.
We're split down the middle. Don't worry, Dennis. We got this. All right, who's up next?
Io Shirai, Zoe Starks versus Indy Hartwell, Persia Pirotta, and Toxic Attraction.
Now, we talked about this prior to the show, and I think we agreed on
this. Is how I see it. If Toxic Attraction wins the straps, Mandy Rose is going to win the world championship.
Yeah, off of Raquel Gonzalez later on.
The NXT championship, excuse me.
It looks like it's going in that direction too.
But that's if it does.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's a big if.
But other than that, I'm looking at Indy going over and her walking away with the tag titles. Just for the fact, just for the fact with everything what she just been through, with the whole marriage stuff and being a part of the way and stuff like that. I can see them walking away. I do not see Io and Stark retaining the title at all. They are not going to retain the title here.
Then we would have to say the same thing. Like if Johnny Gargano will win, then that means Indy's going to win. You know what I mean?
Wait, no, but Indy's with Dexter though, not.
Yeah, it's still the way. It's still a group.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going with Toxic Attraction.
I'm actually leaning more towards Toxic Attraction as well going into the Mandy Rose and Raquel match. I see that. Dennis.
I agree. I don't know who to pick on this match. I really don't. I see the point that T makes. If they win, and Mandy wins, but there's so many variables in this match that it can go any direction for any real good reason. So I'm gonna say it this way. I can't pick a winner for this match because I have no goddamn idea who and how they're gonna put that match together to win. Just because of how they have it playing out right now.
Okay, well, if not that one,
it is tough.
What about Mandy Rose and Raquel Gonzalez?
I think Mandy Rose is over no matter what.
Well, I think Mandy Rose is over only if Toxic Attraction is over. Now,
no, I think Mandy Rose is over just because of, and it's not because it's because of what happened at the house with the whole dude breaking in the Sonya Deville's house. I think this is their moment of saying, "Hey, we know you're ready to win. We know you're ready to do this. We're going to give you your shot. We're going to see what you can do now with being the top person in NXT. And Raquel's going to go up to the main roster."
Well, she has no choice because she got that size. She's going to be a giant up there.
Yeah, and they need some, no offense, they need size up there for women. For Charlotte, for Rhea, like they don't have anybody.
That would be a good battle.
That's the thing. They don't have many big women in the main rosters.
That's true. I think that Mandy is going to go over in that match only because, man, they're just like everything is. Mandy's so freaking hot. Well,
it doesn't matter.
That's the only reason why you're picking her. Oh my God, she's so freaking hot.
Well, they're pushing her like crazy too.
I was saying, you sound like your brother looking at a buffet.
Brother looking at a buffet. That's funny.
Hey Dennis, are you heading into the house right now?
I am.
Are you going to reconnect on your laptop, or are you going to stay on the phone?
I'm probably going to stay on the phone for just a little bit longer because I do got work in the morning. So
okay, well, we got one more match, and I got a little surprise then too. Then I think I seen a text message that we got someone who wants to jump in the room. That they want to be our replacement interview. But let's go with what's our last match here.
The last match is Ciampa versus Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Ciampa on this one. I don't see Braun going over at all. At least not yet.
Not yet.
Too soon.
He's a great work man, but not yet. I agree. It just feels too soon. Too soon. Not yet. It's coming now.
I'm indecisive yet. Like I want to say Ciampa, but the way they're pushing this man to the moon is like okay.
Yeah, it definitely is a hit or miss. You don't know how's it gonna turn out because like it's so confusing because I guess nowadays if you notice this happens a lot now with a lot of names that come in that when they get signed and they're like a second or third generation wrestler in WWE, they haven't been not naming anybody after their family legacy. Like Roman Reigns, he comes in, he's not named after his family,
That's true.
This guy Von, whatever damn name they gave him,
Von Wagner,
yeah,
Kali and Edge's love child.
what? But he's not. He doesn't come after his father's last name, Bloom. And what about Bull Buchanan's kid? And then Breaker here now, he's
They don't say anything about the Steiners.
Yeah, it's like everyone nowadays, if they have some kind of heritage in the business, they haven't been naming them.
Yeah, they don't bring it up.
Yeah, they've been trying to keep it sheltered on the fence and stuff like that. That's it. That's all you got. Just a nod.
I'm gonna say Ciampa because they just gave Ciampa the title. They're not gonna have him drop it just yet.
I told you.
And plus, it's like you said, it's too early. It's too early right now.
Like I said, I'm undecisive. I can't, even though the match is on Tuesday. It's like, I don't know. I want to say Ciampa comes up with a title to give Bron Breakker his first loss, but the way they're pushing the kid, I don't know.
All right. Well, there you have it, folks. Next Tuesday on NXT, you'll get to see the free pay-per-view, the free preview, Halloween Havoc. And that was our rundown. That was our predictions. We have a whole lot of other stuff coming up.
LA Knight's the host, right? He's the one spinning the wheel, isn't he?
Yeah, he beat Grayson Waller for the shot to host.
Wow, we got only as of right now, one viewer in the room as far as I can tell. I'm just gonna run down some of our lists that we got going on here. Next week we have one of our rescheduled interviews. We have the queen of the death matches, Rebecca Payne. That should be good that should be fun for me and Dennis there. We're really good friends with Rebecca.
So since we're talking about Rebecca Payne, should I drop the bombshell about who might be a guest within the next month and a half, the 2 months between November, probably December or January?
I don't know. I think you might want to save it for next month. Maybe let's just wait till we have it locked down first. What do you think? You think we should have it?
Here, we'll give a filler out to see who the fans would like to see most of.
All right.
We can either bring in Nick fucking Gage, or former WWE star Kalisto, or current New Japan Pro wrestler Will Ospreay. I'm just saying, I want to see what the fans
some
would
choices.
Want to see
It's choices.
in the next 3 months. In the next 3 months, who would the fans like to see the most of?
Well, for people who don't realize it, starting November 4th, we will be on bi-weekly. So it's going to be 2 shows a month. Dennis is going to focus more on picking our bigger names, the ones that are traveling the world and stuff like that. He's reaching out. He's doing the drive via mobile, social media, internet, getting in contacts, meeting them at shows and stuff like that, talking to them one-on-one. So he's out there. He's putting in the work for us here. And me, I'm gonna go the route of talking to the new up-and-comers, because one day they will be those superstars, or some of the vets that haven't had their chance to tell their story yet to the wrestling world. So we're trying to mix it up here. We're trying to break it up instead of us trying to go after the same people, so that's what we gotta do. We gotta delegate what we're doing instead of us stepping on each other's toes, trying to do the same thing and not realize it. Well, I'm talking to this person. Well, I'm talking to that person too. So that don't work out. So that's why he's going for the bigger names. I'm going for the up and comers and some of the vets that, who,
I will say this. November 13, 14, 15, 16. I believe that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I will drop this bombshell. On Friday night, November 14th, I will be going live from the big event the night before where Kenny Omega, Bryan Danielson, AJ Lee, the list goes on and on and on, where they're going to be. I'm going to be doing a live event, on the podcast of showing you fans where these guys are going to be sitting at, going over the event, and possibly getting the green light to have some of those big names on the show for a 5-minute interview. So I will be in LaGuardia Airport at the hotel for the big event for Breakfast and Body Slams and Reap the Future with Dennis Reaper with some of the biggest goddamn names that are in TV as I speak.
Oh, yeah, they are.
And he's out there doing the work for the Body Slams podcast team.
So when I say that I got the green light to do the pre-show podcast, I'm going to be up there that Friday, whether during the day or during the night. I don't know yet. They got to let me know about this week when I'm going up. But I'll be staying up there all weekend. I'm going to drive back Saturday to pick up my girl, so she can meet Kenny Omega on Sunday.
That's what's up.
And she's literally just smiling from cheek to cheek because she did not know until just this very moment. So, dreams do come true, kids.
Yeah,
doing it the right way. But big shout out to the big event and Antonio for making that happen for Friday night. But when I say if you fans want questions or answered or autographs, let me know. I get you the list of who's going to be there, and I'm going to make it happen too and get them mailed out to you. But we popping, bro, that weekend. We busy that weekend.
This is why we're the prime show. Because look at the names
what I'm doing
that Dennis
weekend,
just dropped.
Look, I'm gonna say this.
No, what? I am busy that weekend. I just remembered. I believe I am gonna be in New Jersey for a double shot, Saturday and Sunday. So Breakfast and Body Slams on the 14th. On that very Sunday, I'm gonna have to try, if the internet provides me to do so. I'll be going live from New Jersey and wherever you guys are. I mean, we got to get your mobile device working so you can do it from home yourself.
What we need to do, we'll talk about this after the show.
Oh, yeah.
But, so we can all be able to go live from this platform itself for Breakfast and Body Slams.
Yeah.
We got to make some things happen to make that happen. But, dude, I'm stoked. I was at New Japan Pro Wrestling on Sunday, okay? Let me just say, that was fucking amazing.
I'm sure it was. I was only at a event that was it was a joint venture between New Japan Pro Wrestling, and they were going up against Jersey All Pro, and that's the night I got the I got to meet and shake hands and speak to Jushin Thunder Liger. So like that was awesome for me right there.
It was a random decision to go. Like me and her we sat up Saturday night. I was like, you know what? Let's just go. I was like, we got the little one in the morning. We dropped her off about 1:45, 2 o'clock, and went right to the city. You know, I didn't get home from Baltimore the day before of hanging out with Will Ospreay and meeting Kurt Angle and all those guys until almost midnight.
Yeah, I was so tempted.
Back up at 7 in the morning.
Yeah, I was so tempted to go that Sunday one though, but I got tied up here at home. So,
look, it was a great show. It was a long show. It started at 5. The last match wrapped up for the taping around 9:30. They taped a lot of matches, and they weren't short matches. They were very long matches.
Yeah, Mike.
And they were giving people the money. Like, they're giving you your money's worth.
Mikey, calm down, Mikey, and let Dennis talk. You're talking too much. You gotta take it easy, like your brother says. Easy, Mike.
He didn't say
Easy.
that. But no, big things. But I'll talk about New Japan a different day because I can't spoil everything. It was a taping, so I can't really discuss them until those events do show up on the internet from New Japan Pro Wrestling. So I can't spoil anything.
All right. Like I was saying, next week we got Rebecca Payne in the house. And then the rest of our Thursday night slam shows, November 4th. I managed to get none other than Deshaun Pratt on the show. Right now he's on the injured list, so he's not working anywhere. So so he got some free time on his hands to join us. On the 18th, our man right there, Dennis Reaper, he went out and got Amber.
I got current OVW star Amber Rodriguez. She's gonna drop their 3 initials. Current OVW star in the ladies with wrestling division, Amber Rodriguez.
And then on December 2nd, we have indie vet from up around this area between Pennsylvania, Philly area, South Jersey, Delaware, Maryland as well. He's been around. Flex Wheeler will be here on the show. A man behind the PWA and Grand Wrestling Alliance that was based out of Philadelphia. That's right. He'll be here. And Dennis will be providing us another name for December 16th. So we just have to wait and find out, though. Like,
I'm just waiting on. The emails are sent, the conversations are happening, but it will be one of those names that I did discuss earlier, and we will do enough time in advance to talk about to talk with that gentleman. So, or female, could be a female that'd be coming on the show. I'm not going to tell you all.
We don't discriminate. It doesn't matter. We do not discriminate.
Look,
we'll take
everybody
midgets.
knows me. That
Midget
knows
females.
that I'm a big. Look, every wrestler knows I'm a big supporter of women's wrestling, and I always have and always will. I think those good ladies work way more harder than some of the men these days, and back in the day. So if I have a chance to give these ladies a spotlight and help them get, be on the show, and I'm all for it. So that's why, and I've known Amber Rodriguez for 13 years almost. So big ups to her for being where she is. That's why I was happy she could be on the show.
Right here. This platform right here is our way of giving back, so because at the end of the day, when these people blow up, and they don't have to, they can come back and return the love to us because we're showing them the love now, and that's how it works. One of the things I wanted to hit each of you guys about, one thing I want to ask you about, December 30th. Is the last Thursday in December. I suggested that we take that Thursday off. It's only going to be one Thursday. We take that Thursday off just for the holidays because it's in between Christmas and New Year's and stuff. Let's take that last Thursday off and share it with the family, whatever. We don't have to do a show that day, and we will pick back up the first Thursday in January. How's that sound, gentlemen?
Whatever works.
Because like I said, we can spend time with the family and take that time off for us to regroup ourselves. Just take a quick breather. And I was going to mention about the Breakfast and Body Slams right before that, which would be the 26th, which is the day after Christmas. I was going to say we take that one too as well. We just start back up fresh in January, So the last show we actually do would pretty much be it'll be Breakfast and Body Slams on the 19th of December, unless we do some pop-up stuff here and there.
Well, there will
Because
be
the
a pop-up.
pop-ups don't
There
count.
will be a pop-up December 18th.
Okay, but like I said, unless we do other pop-ups here and there, whatever, I say the 19th will be our last official scheduled podcast show, and we're gonna enjoy the holidays with our family and stuff like that. We can take some time to get ourselves together, and then and I will discuss with what will be our comeback dates for January. It's going to be the beginning of January regardless. So which Sunday will be or unless we switch back to Saturdays, we don't know. But like I said, that's why we're giving these Sundays a chance to see how they work out for all of us as a whole. And then Thursdays, the Thursday will be the first Thursday that we come across in January. But yeah, Dennis, I mentioned to you this is going to be a short night anyway. Since we didn't have our guest that we had scheduled because of technical issues, but hopefully we'll get that fixed, which basically it already is fixed because Pat already said he's going to do a Facebook Live interview with Joey Greco. But I have a replacement right now that hit me up that said they want to jump on. We'll keep it short, and I think we'll have fun with this, Dennis. Are you ready for our impromptu interviewee guest at this moment?
I'm intrigued to see who this is going to be.
I'm ready to bring this individual in the room. He's lean. He's mean. He's about, 6'2", almost 300 pounds. None other than the one, the only, the leader of the old school, T. Reyes. What up, brother?
I'm how tall? I'm how tall?
Okay, 2'6". Hey, it's the only thing, hey, we got to make it worth it because we already interviewed Dennis. That was a surprise because we didn't get the interviews. We did me like a week ago, whatever. And now we're back at that crossroads again. And you just happen to be the other vet sitting here at the table that we could talk to.
Damn.
I know. Damn.
I'm sorry, y'all.
So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have the former leader of the new school, but now old school.
Oh, screaming witch. Excuse me, screaming. Speaking of which, you see what Hayes says that he's the leader of the new.
I
school?
saw that. I popped. I'm
Yeah,
like,
dude. I'm like, ass.
I said to myself, he's gonna be jumping up and down in his chair, screaming. And I don't know where Dennis went. He probably said the hell with you and left. Damn. So I'm sure Pat's still watching this.
Terrible.
T. So this is the impromptu interview at the end of the show that's gonna happen now. So brother. Well, what? Yeah, brother. I'm begging you, brother.
Let's go all the way back, T.
Yeah, go ahead, Mikey. Kick it off. You got
What?
this.
Yeah. T, take us back in time. What got you into wrestling?
My mom told me that she used to take me with my uncles and whatnot to MSG when they used to have house shows, and I used to be piggyback on my uncles and my dads and whatnot and watch shows that way back in the day. I don't remember none of them shows at all, but ever since I can remember, I always loved pro wrestling. Like ever since it hit the TV, I was like, what is this? Why are they fighting? Why is it in the ring, like in a boxing ring? Because I remember because of boxing ring. I'm like, and I was just intrigued and awe. And I saw Ric Flair. I'm like, who is this crazy dude yelling all the time? And and was just in awe of it. Basically, that's where. As far as I can remember, it's the best answer I could give you.
Now, at what age did you decide you want to get into wrestling per se, or did you know even that there was schools available to get into wrestling?
I didn't know until later. Like it was Mick Foley's book that opened my eyes, because I read that book a bunch of times. It was like my wrestling Bible. It was I took notes of what I should be prepared for, because exactly is what he told you. You know, you were perceived wrestling as one way, and then you get there and there's a whole different dynamic. You know,
Right.
I really didn't think too much of it. I was doing as every other kid does, play with his rough house with his friends. You know, have backyarders, doing things like that. You know,
We all did that.
I did that.
Yep.
But it's just the love of the game. It's just, you know, I didn't know nowhere at all to go to school. Then one time I was going to work at Blockbuster Video, and I saw a sign says professional wrestling school. I go, when the hell this happened? And that's where it sparked the ignition.
Was that here in Reading?
Yeah,
Or
that was in Reading. That was on Fifth Street by Vince's Auto Tuning.
okay, so the first notice of wrestling school was at the Crew School.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if you seen another school elsewhere at first prior
No,
to.
I knew the Monster Factory. I knew it was Monster, but it was far, you know, and it's like I didn't have transportation and things of that nature at the time. So I saw this. I'm like, all right, cool. And one day I was with my mom. I said, swing by here. Let me walk in. And there happened to be somebody there, but I guess he was just like putting stuff away. And I touched the ring. I'm like, oh, I got goosebumps. I go, when you guys open? And he told me, and then I came to the day that they were open.
Now, how long have you been in ring? Because you're originally from New York.
Yeah.
So how long have you been in Reading though?
Oh man, just like my second home. Like
no, I mean, at what age would you like officially like
about 13, 14 around there?
Okay, and I know we're close in the
okay.
age. I'm kind of surprised you didn't pick up on body slams, because you could have been up there at the time.
Man, I was a hoodlum.
Because if you know where from where Cruel School is,
Yeah,
up the hill across from the cemetery, there was that tattoo shop across from the cemetery. Right above it, that's where Body Slams was.
I had no work on. No, I was in the streets.
You could have been in one of the classes with me and working from back then.
Probably, but
like I said, we're close. Like how old are you again?
43.
Yeah, so you would have been only 2 years younger than me. So yeah, you would have been easily still training at the time when I started. That like about 2 years younger than me. Yeah,
man, I didn't know nothing. Like honestly, I was in the hood. I was smoking weed and just
I
running the streets.
The way you say that, I think Pat be smoking weed too. That's why he has the munchies all the time. But we got a question from Pat. But we have a question from the Gobbler. When did you guys cross paths? I'm gonna leave that up to you.
When did I cross paths?
When me and you, that's what he's asking. When did you cross paths?
Well, it was at the Crew School. Honestly, he was showing up there and training there like on his days where he can. So that's where we crossed paths. Like my first day there, I remember vividly. I walk in and it's Tommy Golden in the ring, and the first words out this man's mouth is, I'm tired of all the fucking bitching about getting hit and that. This ain't fucking tennis. Either you gonna get with it or you're not. And this is my first introduction walking through the door of a 6'2", 6'3" guy yelling at a bunch of other people about getting hit. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. But yeah, nobody wanted to play with him like that except me because once again I took Mick Foley's book.
I used to love smacking him around.
Took Mick Foley's book into high regards and knew that it was gonna be hard work. You know what I mean? And if he wasn't willing to get hit, then something wrong with you.
Speaking of Mr. Golden, I reached out to him recently. I haven't heard back from I believe my message was left on red. I was trying to get him on one of our shows, but I haven't heard back from him yet. But I know where he lives. I know where to find you, Mr. Golden. So anyway, now we're back there at the crew school. And you're getting your training in, you're getting your ass whipped, you're basically getting it handed to you by good old Mr. Golden there. And what was some of the other names and faces that came in and out of the school besides Golden and me that you got to see?
Dinmock was a training buddy of mine. He was big around the area, big in the tri-state area. He teamed with Matt Boundboy, who was one of the last few graduates of the school before it closed down. So that's another name. Brock Lesnar's little brother.
Bax.
Yeah.
I know. Billy, for you don't know Billy Bax. He wrestles down. I don't know if he's still wrestling, but down in Delaware for ECWA, he was part of Valedictorians with I think it was Mozart Fontaine and Mark Smart. So
who else came in?
We had a little friend that was there too.
Ox Hog.
No, I said little.
Oh, Leppy.
Well, little but skinny.
Beater was there.
The Latino beater.
Pat, who was the other beater who didn't do much, but went on ring rentals and whatnot. Who else stopped by the school? Ox Hog. Fun story about Ox Hog while training. This man came in after a weekend or whatever. He was down on the beach and he was sunburnt bad, like really bad.
Oh, I think I remember this.
And we're looking at him. Raf's telling me, "You sure you want to trade?" He goes, "Yeah, whatever, this and that." So we get to the corner and he goes, "Chop me," and I really want to do it because he's sunburnt hard. So I gave him the most cheesiest chop known to mankind. He turned me around and he lit up into me. He goes, "Hit me!" So then when I did turn around him, he starts bitching. Like, not that hard.
he told you to hit him.
Well, he's sunburned anyway, so like even if you hit him light, it's still gonna fucking hurt.
It
is.
Things like he was like, do it, and when you do it, he was pissed. I'm like, what the hell? I can't win.
Oh man, we have our stalker in the chat room who's asking all the questions right now. Who is the best prompter you work for? T. He didn't spell promoter right.
Not promoter.
Right there.
Prompter.
Prompter. Who's the best prompter?
Yes.
I don't know about prompter, but I know promoters.
I don't know whose prompter is. Honestly, I was like that one tag along with everybody in a group that used to go places. Like, hey, he got his gear, so I wouldn't know the promoters like that. I know some of them may owe me money, especially the ACPW guys. That it was some white guy.
ACPW.
Yeah,
that's Pat's favorite company and Dennis's favorite company that they go work for.
This is because they use me for free all
it was
the
a guy.
time.
It was a guy with a ponytail, right?
Huh?
It was a guy with a ponytail, right? White guy.
Some white guy. Yeah,
I know. We know exactly who you're talking about. He's the owner. He's the current. You know what? We could take you there and try to get your payday, your back pay.
No. I did something. I did something already about that because I went in and didn't take my gear with me.
That's Chris Sutton.
That's his name. I didn't take my gear with me, and they're like, "Are you gonna wrestle?" I'm like, "No, I'm not gonna wrestle." I told them, and I wasn't feeling right either. I was injured, but they were persistent. I'm like, "No, I have not gotten paid since I've been here. I ain't wrestling for shit." But yeah.
Shots fired.
Ain't no shots fired. It's just treat your people better.
Oh shit. So anyway, you still didn't answer your best promoter though. Who you think?
Terry Frankowiak. There you go.
Okay.
That's the only person I do know.
They actually did great shows. I'm not gonna lie. Me and Terry, we had our own little falling out for whatever happened between me and him. But other than that, you know, he was a businessman. He advertised with the helps of others like Rapid Fire and whoever else behind the scenes. And you know, and they did their thing. Like I honestly, I hate the way things turned out with me personally between me and him because I actually did like the guy. It's just something went down and like you know during hard times and he said something he shouldn't have said to me which I didn't like, so that's when I cut ties and apparently everyone else sided with him only because how it is in wrestling. Hey, he's the promoter, he's giving us work, so we're gonna go with him instead of you. So like I said, whatever went down, it wasn't anyone else's business but mine and his. So, but like I said, people seen that and decide to favor him just because he has a ring, he has shows, he has a school. Hey, we're gonna go his route. So, but like I said, I think if things could have been different, and if he would have just let me work out what I need to work out, and then me and him probably could have continued doing business together. You're like, all it was, I just needed some time for certain things. But that's right. Get your Red Bull, sugar daddy. You're so natural. You're a natural daddy. So now, Mike, do you have any questions for T here?
Yeah, so now let's your first match, your debut match, what is going through your head?
It's cold than a motherfucker. The ring's hard as shit. And I'm in here with somebody who's really the shits. Basically.
Oh, so you work Pat.
No, I work the Bronx Bomber.
I just keep throwing him under the bus. I have nothing else better to do.
The Bronx Bomber, who's a sweet guy. He's just
he's a nice guy. Trust me. Like he recently reconnected with me recently online. I mean, him were just
he's
talking.
a sweet guy, but he misses a lot of spots and forgets a lot of things. And he was trying to play because it was a Halloween and we was all like dressed in like weird Halloween gimmicks. Wasn't even our real gimmicks. And he had like this Undertaker type thing. I'm like, whatever, dude. You're not hitting me with a tombstone. I know that much.
Patrick would like to know, did you ever work the Lost Boys?
Lost Boys, not to my knowledge. Not
Wolf and Yard. They're basically out like Philly, South Jersey area. So I'm gonna say no, really, because I don't even think you ever met them before. No, I have. The one was really drunk and almost fucked our match up, though. I remember that.
Oh boy,
that was in. But that's another story. We're here talking about T here and his long lustrous career. I'm trying to, but I just like milking it the best I can.
It's an off and on career, but it's been long.
Now we been a part of a lot of fun shows.
Oh,
We've been a part of a lot of fun ring rentals too as well.
Hold up, real quick, to refer back to Pat's question. Rick Adams, those were free shows, but they were for charity, and I have fun doing that. So that's a promoter.
Yeah. So he had fun with the CWF.
Yeah,
it was Cutting Edge Wrestling Federation by Captain Rick Adams. But yeah, that's when I had fun working with Rick Adams shows. We did a lot of ring rentals per se, depends on where we depend on where we went. I think one of the funnest places I actually like doing ring rentals, where it's easy to get the ring in the building. Like as far as I'm gonna say Liberty All Star, they gave us a couple decent buildings that we can get the ring in. Is Murphy Rec Center down there in Philly, the Fire Hall in Glen Olden, I believe it was. They did shows there too as well. Was you a part of the Chop Fest Battle Royal?
No.
No, lucky
no,
you.
I was. The Raph did not want me in it. I'm like, okay, even though I could chop, I'm like, all right, whatever. Better for me.
Now, me and you, we not only we teamed up before, but we also worked each other several times. Now, from us teaming up together, it was a short thing. It wasn't no long thing we did, but we did a couple matches for BWO.
Beat Pat's ass.
Yeah. Would you say beat Pat's ass? Yes, we did. If I can find the pictures, I would put them up online. I'll put them up on the show. Maybe next time I'll hunt for the pictures and I have them ready to bring it up. You know, of us as wreaking havoc, beating up on Pat for Blackballed Wrestling Organization out in Phoenixville, PA. I believe we worked each other. I'm gonna say IWA. Did we work a triple threat at IWA? I'm not sure. I know, bro. Unless I'm thinking of me working Mike Hunt. Well, Mike Hunt, aka Mike LaRusso, aka damn, what the hell was his
Travis Blake.
Travis Blake, that's who I'm looking for. Yeah. I thought it was funny when he named himself Sir Michael Hunt. I'm like, hey, is Mike Hunt here? Mike Hunt.
No, his name was Colin
Cash. No, what was it? Colin Cash. I think he had 3 fucking names. I know that.
I know when
before he actually became Travis Blake was the last one he had.
Yeah, he moved to the other IWF and then changed it to Travis Blake. I know it was Colin something.
He lived out there.
Hey guys,
and I think he's still doing stuff once in a while.
Pat's saying that you guys cheated. He's paid off the ref.
What?
T favorite guys, you like hanging out in the locker? What the hell are you saying? You don't know how to spell either. You guys cheated the match. You paid the ref off. Nah, Pat, we didn't have to pay the ref off. Nothing.
It was clean.
It was clean. Unlike your drawers, you had that shit stain on your singlet. You had your partner at the time was Dr. Spider. All that green and black face paint was actually his nose up your ass crack because you had the runs. You had that baby shit green going on. But that's another story, though. You know, I'm sure your wife's gonna get a kick out of that. She probably gonna say, "Hey, it looked like something you just ate." But it is what it is, Pat. You always have something crawl up your ass and smells like it's gonna die. So, yes. So, I don't know what else we can touch on because here, the trial and tribulations of going through a wrestling career is very hard, especially when you're being deployed, because you Did you go once or twice?
Twice, volunteered about 6 times, something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah. So it's very hard on the military life, and then especially I guess when you came back home. I guess IWA and the crew school was done. There was nothing here in Reading then.
Yeah, like basically when 9/11 happened, wrestling got put in a back burner in the back of my head. You know, it just automatically just went back there, and I was just thinking about my hometown, this and that, and what I'm going to do. And I decided to join the military, and I joined the reserves, but I did more active time than reserve times because at the point I didn't have a regular civilian job. So I used to go to the station and just basically work whatever ends jobs they have, or they would send me to like Texas, you know, places to do flight records. So I was basically somewhat of a secret full-time guy with the military without being a secret full-time guy.
Gotcha.
And then when I basically got back from AIT, which is like the schooling you do for whatever military job you do, my unit was deployed and on their way to come back in a couple months from deployment. And they got back from deployment, and maybe about, I would say, a couple months later, I go. And I didn't go with them. I went by myself. I didn't go with a unit. I was basically a self body and linked up with a bunch of other self body soldiers. They attached me to a company, and we all like basically went. And you're welcome, man. You're welcome. I had nothing else to do on a Friday. So when I came back, when I came back from AIT before getting deployed, the school had moved into the boonies somewhere, Lord knows where.
Out going towards Boyertown. That's where they were up the road from the skating rink.
Yeah, and my skills was better because I was in phenomenal shape, and they trusted me with the Triple Threat Championship, which then I won it and never defended it or nothing because
you're undefeated.
I love, basically.
Before I split from IWA and stuff like that, they were actually talking about putting the Triple Threat on me, and and we took some pictures with it already, but then shit went down, and
last I heard, Matt Bomboy was a champion of all champions, and before the school closed, I'm like, seriously, who
knows? Who knows? The Reading area might have to rekindle the Triple Threat Championship under the Body Slams banner.
Who knows? Who knows?
And T. Reyes would be the judge, the reigning and defending champion.
Oh no.
T. Reyes.
I heard too much for that craziness. No.
I'll
be happy.
You have to play the new WWE 2K with your created character.
I'll be like,
yeah.
I'll be like Bret Hart with the AEW title just presented. Be like, there you go.
Or I'm still waiting for the AEW video game to come out so we can create characters in that.
But it was off and on. It was off and on. It was hard to pinpoint. But every time I came back home, and it was always the same people. It was always Chio who found me. It was always Tommy, who later became my roommate, and he did so much for me. He gave me room and shelter while I went to college. Like, this wrestling business transcended from just wrestling. These guys became like my family and friends,
Right.
We basically became the Three Stooges who got shit face on a night and going out wherever.
Yes, let's not talk about these things.
Do we want to? Do we want to talk about these nights that we go out?
No.
You sure?
No.
Oh, let's see. Went to the works. We went down to Philly. I think wait,
No.
once or two. Wait, I can't remember.
We will not discuss me in a violent rage looking for Tommy because I thought something happened.
Yeah. But it's all good. We have fun, and me and you somehow we Tommy, he moved up north a little bit, not too far from us. Me and you we link back up here and there.
Yeah, you said, brother.
Once I started doing this podcast stuff, and then we start figuring about, I'm like, and I'm going in my head like me and Dennis was already involved because on the first show, Austin and Mike Slayer, they had the idea of doing a wrestling show. Pat ended up picking me and Dennis to come on, as well as Jeff Gripley as a guest. So, but then me and Dennis kept going back, and me and Dennis became the go-to team of Breakfast and Body Slams because, like I said, we didn't have a name for the show at the time. I said I do the body slam stuff that I do, and since it's a morning time show, fuck it, why don't it's called Breakfast and Body Slams because it's a morning show type thing. So that's how we came up with the name. And then when me and Dennis want to start doing more stuff, we started doing at home. I said, you know what? It can't be just us. Let's put a team. I wanted to put a team together, and the first person I thought of was you because of your knowledge. I'm not going to say expertise because I don't want to. Because when any of us try to blow your head up, or Dennis calls you an encyclopedia or anything like that, a lot of us don't want that acknowledgement because if we screw something up, then how good are we though?
And especially if let's say,
right.
let's say God bless us and this platform blows up, and then we're on a whole national stage, and then I get something wrong, we all want to get crucified for it.
Now, the thing,
yeah, we're going to be on there too.
Well, and one of the things that I liked also about you, besides you having the ability to sit down, analyze matches, pick it apart, and stuff like that, you're actually pretty good in the ring as far as technique goes when it comes to combinations, reversals, and stuff like that. And I know going forward, one of my goals is, besides this podcast, if I ever open up a school, I like to have you there as one of the teachers as well.
Dude, I would love that.
And not only that, to be more involved, if by chance we start doing shows and do live commentary, I want you to be one of the lead commentators at the event, doing live at a live event.
I'll do it for you, but Lord, I don't know.
But we got to keep it clean.
I'll try. The teaching stuff, I always after my in all honesty,
Pat's kissing your ass right now.
Who?
Pat is kissing your ass right now.
Okay.
Love to.
Thank you, brother. What I was about to say, lost train of thought. Teaching, yeah. I always started teaching. Like, my biggest thing with wrestling, I wanted to main event WrestleMania 30.
2K.
It didn't happen. At WrestleMania 30, and I say 30 because I gave myself a time frame, because you just don't go in and become champion right away, And the funny part about that is the person who won WrestleMania 30 was the person that, when I got into this business, was the one to be like, oh, that guy's the truth. That guy scares the shit out of me. That's who I got beat. And it was Brian Danielson. It was him. Like, when I broke in, I told you guys this a little bit ago. I search to the top indie talents, and it was always Brian Punk Joe. Brian Punk Joe. That was who I have to get to. I never got to that level, and it eats me up alive a lot of time because I really love wrestling. And
No, it shouldn't eat you up alive, because a lot of times people growing up, they're getting into business, they want to become, they say, hey, I'm going to work for WWE and stuff. But as time goes on, some people might want to, instead, nah, they changed their mind. I'm going to work at AEW now, or New Japan and this and that. But sometimes, okay, if it's not in our forte, if it wasn't meant for us to be in those spots, maybe in some other aspect, as far as teaching, paving the way, helping other young talent to get to those, maybe that's what our calling is, to help others get there. And by them succeeding, by their success, and then them giving the acknowledgement back to us, saying, hey, I went to so and so, this is the person that helped train me, these were the guys who guided me. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be standing here today. Sometimes I feel like instead of us just making a mark by ourselves, if we can extend our olive branch, our family, and we extend it to multiple different people, that's more success you get.
No, I understand and 100% agree, because like when I finally realized that WrestleMania 30 was not going to happen for me, and I'm like, God damn.
I was this close to WrestleMania.
No,
30.
hell no. I start thinking.
Mikey was too.
I started thinking like, all right, what can I do to at least something in this business? And when you said the podcast, I'm like, that is perfect, because I could shit talk, I could have fun with my brothers, and just, that's something I could move forward in this business without killing myself. And then with a wrestling school, but I don't have the ring, whatnot. I would love to teach, because I know certain things that you don't see on the TV anymore with reversals and things of that nature. That's why I like guys like Brian and Red Dragon, Daniel Garcia, because
all those technical guys.
I love Shibata. You
gotta start bringing that whole strong style new Japan flavor type of stuff.
Nah, fam.
Well, the technical skills, that kind. Well, they don't have to be, you don't have to go strong style to teach. You can just like teach them the technical part of that, and it's up to the individual if they want to actually put that full force of strong style involved, which I think most likely a lot of them with nowadays wrestling, a lot of them's gonna want to put more oomph behind whatever they do than the old school way how we came up.
Right.
So,
plus you got guys that they look up to, like Shinsuke, who's the strong style and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, definitely. So T, I want to thank you for coming on the show. This impromptu, you surprised us, jumping in the studio.
You surprised us.
It was fun. Once again, just say thank you for your services again. Without guys like you, who's lacing up those other boots that's not wrestling attire, and going out there in the sands, in the hot deserts and stuff, and putting your lives on the line, a lot of us would not have our freedoms that we are here today. And for anybody out there who come across one of these gentlemen, at least thank them. I'm like, if you're a selfish son of a bitch who's living here in America, and you just can't show these guys respect for what they're doing because you're asked to want to go to war. I'm like, trust me. I'm one to talk. I wish there's a lot of times in me where I wish I would have gone served and stuff like that, but I didn't. I was never brought up away. It was like more or less, ain't nobody was showing me and teaching me the right things to do in life. Who knows? If I was taught right, I probably would have signed up. But no, I was just a little punk thug from the neighborhood, just want to hang out, this and that. And, and my mindset was straight set on wrestling. But if I had a different upbringing, if I had my old man around or someone to, teach me right from wrong and this and that, who knows?
I want to
Maybe
say,
I'd be up. But, I say, you know what? I praise these guys. I give them credit where credit's due, because I wasn't never there. I don't know what type of person, what kind of soldier I would have been. Would I have made it through basic boot camp? Would I have bitched out or what? I don't know. I don't know how I would psychologically take it, because a lot of these guys, they go in. There's some guys who go in with big aspects of being a soldier and they ain't cut out for it. Then you got ones who just sign up because they want to serve their country and they're not soldier material, but the military makes them into the guy who they want to be, So like everyone's different, and I don't know where I stand, but I'm glad someone like him went. But then for brothers who come home, who from the military, who deals with certain issues because of bullshit that happens over there, and then they're going through some kind of traumatizing stuff over here because of what happened there or whatnot. I think a lot of the government is full of shit for not helping them out, helping them where it's needed for the services that they put their life on the line for the country. But is the country and the stuff showing love back to them when they come back?
Hell no, I'm still waiting on my VA, and it's been like 3 years.
So yeah, how can you go fight and love a country that won't fight for you and love you back? So it's kind of hard, especially when you got these guys in suits up in Washington making all these decisions for the guys that has boots on the ground, and they're not in the foxhole or know what they're going through to make these decisions, But that is what it is. Who knows? Maybe stuff like that in America would be a topic for another time. Maybe we'll do a pop-up show and just talk life in general. Talk how different things going on in our neighborhoods and the government.
I just want my money because my head's not right. There you go, Uncle Sam. Please pay me.
So he's after that one promoter named Uncle Sam. He's here to collect his payday. He doesn't want a hot dog and a handshake
or DVDs. That's pay rate.
Yeah. So, but
ACPW.
Once again. So yeah, everyone, thank you for tuning in. T, thank you for telling us your story at impromptu. Mikey, you'll probably be next to tell us your wrestling story, which you don't have one, but we'll still.
Well, you can tell us exactly how you should pick up Pat and throw him around in the house. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah, check out all of our Devereaux Sports teams out there, our podcast teams at Devereaux Sports on Facebook. I'm sure they'll throw out the list eventually there. Don't forget, next week we have the Queen of the Death Matches, Rebecca Payne, on Thursday Night Slam. I'm T. That's Mikey across the screen, and Tony Reyes sitting next to me. For more information about the Body Slams podcast, for Breakfast and Body Slams, Thursday Night Slam, and our pop-up pipe bombs, simply go to bodyslams.pro. That's right, bodyslams.pro. You can click on the podcast section, and we have all our links where you can like, follow, subscribe, hit that notification button as well on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. You can view us. You can follow us also on Twitter. Did I say Twitter? Yeah.
Twitter.
YouTube. That's why I forgot.
YouTube.
Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. You can watch us. You can follow us on Twitter as well as Instagram.
Okay.
And as well, if you're on the go, you're in the car, or you're at the gym, you can listen to the audio version. If you go to the listen section on the podcast website, you can hear us on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, and a whole list of other ones as well. So
who knows? In 3 years, if we do well, we'll be on Brazzers too.
I'm not trying to be on Brazzles. I think you want Brazzles. Mikey wants Pornhub. I'm going after hold on, let me think. X videos. That's a pretty. There you go. But yeah, don't listen to anything we just said.
Yeah, we're kidding.
Just said at the end. Yeah,
we're just kidding. We're sorry.
Are we? Are we? Are we? But anyway, yeah, go to bodyslams.pro. Check out all of our analysts. Follow each and every one of us on Twitter as well. And this is gonna end our what episode is this? I think this is
I don't know.
Oh my god, we did so many episodes already. I have no idea.
I know, I lost count.
Yeah, but you know what? Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week when we have Rebecca Payne in the house.
Till next time.
Yeah, we'll see you at the matches. Peace. Right. Let's see how fast this ends tonight.